shakalaka, this is a very frightening chart for Bitcoin. If something doesn't change soon, Bitcoin could soon be repeating what it has done 4 times before in the past cycle that on average yields negative 30% gains, which could bring us down to levels that could bring the price of Bitcoin down dramatically further. You'll definitely want to stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, we are taking a look at this shocking Bitcoin chart. That Bitcoin is about to repeat something that the last 4 times it did it, it averaged negative 32% returns, which is not good, and that could bring us down to a very critical level for Bitcoin that could send Bitcoin sailing a lot lower. Before we get into it, guys, make sure to like, subscribe, click the notification bell. Also, come join us over on Twitter at the Crypto Love, where every week we give away one of these sweet shirts. If you like making money in crypto, you'll definitely want to click that subscribe button. Now, to begin with, happy bear day, everybody. Not meaning that this is a bear market, but it's been exactly 3 years since Bitcoin bottomed at $3.1 thousand. Can you believe it? It went from $3,000 to $70,000 in just 3 years. But people are starting to get scared again because the price keeps going lower and lower and lower, not finding any support and going lower and lower and lower. And we have this going on where there is a huge amount of selling going on in Asia, forcing the current downturn. A lot of people are like, ooh, is this the end for Bitcoin? And we're going to take a look at that in that chart in just a moment. Now, that being said, this selling in Asia, there is speculation, and this is speculation on my part, so it's probably not true, but it's speculation because there's a lot of money being allocated to hedge funds to invest in cryptocurrencies, but it's taken a while, and likely they won't be able to do it till Q1 of 2022. Now, at that time, they'd probably like to be able to buy it as cheap as possible, and banks, maybe they want to get their foot in the game too, and they all want to buy it cheap as possible. Well, if they do, wouldn't it be good to put a lot of FUD in the market, make the price drop as far as possible? I mean, November, December is supposed to be awesome. This is supposed to be moon territory for Bitcoin. But if the price keeps crashing, everybody's just going to start selling until things change. So this could just be an effort by some very smart money to bring the price as low as possible before it rockets off. But really, that's just speculation, theory. I could be completely wrong there. But you know what's not wrong is this chart right here. If we take a look at this chart, there is a death cross coming. It is imminent. I'll zoom in so you can see it. There's a death cross. The 2-day and the 20-day and the 200-day moving averages are about to cross. You can see right here, the white is the 20-day, the blue is the 200-day. There's about to be a cross. Potentially, based on the last few times, this could be negative 32.5%. So let's take a look. Last time it happened was way back here in May. Guess what? Price went down 20% then. How about the time before that? It happened during the COVID crash. Price was right around right here, and then it went down 36%. But not only that, we had another cross right here where the price went down 11% back in October of 2019. And then if we go back even further, we have the end of the bull market, or the beginning of the bear market, whichever you want to call it, back in March of 2018, where the price ended up going down 68%. So if we take the average of all of those, well, that would give us roughly 32.5%. Now, this is really important, okay? The 32.5% is a very critical level because if we take a look at that and we draw on this graph, so we have a top here. We have another top right here. We have a bottom or a confirmation point right here, roughly at $30,000. Now, this would be a double top formation. When there's a double top formation, we touch the same area. We have a confirmation point. It's the opposite of a double bottom, by the way. But if we pass that double bottom, which is roughly around $30,000, which is roughly about 32.5% below where we are right now, if that happens, there is a high likelihood the price could go all the way down to the launch point right around $10,000, which could be pretty darn bad for Bitcoin. But we'll have to wait on see on how that's going to be happening, because you guys know I like to leave you with a happy ending. I mean, you wouldn't watch this channel if it wasn't for that, right? So let's take a look at some other charts that maybe are telling a different story, because this is just some technical stuff. Let's take a look at the other charts. Well, first thing right here, if Bitcoin were to go down to $10,500, I mean, it would be pretty much assume that the bull market is over. Now, if we take a look at previous cycles, we can see with the monthly Chaikin money flow and its relation to Bitcoin and macro tops, well, the CMF is down here at the bottom, this green line. We can see that each time there was a macro top, it was very, very high. So it happened here back in 2013. It happened here in 2017, 2018. But we haven't yet reached that level yet. It seems to be the level before the top where we are right now. So it would be surprising if we already reached the top. But not only that, because on-chain data is showing an extreme bullish divergence. As we can see here, we had the Bitcoin price going down, on illiquid supply shock ratio going up, and then price went up. Again, price going down, on-chain supply shock going up, price went up. Well, it would be shocking if there was a difference, but we have price going down on illiquid supply shock ratio going up. It would be likely for the price to go up. And if we take a look again at this Bitcoin chart, I mean, Bitcoin is right below this bullish megaphone that it's been trading in. And I was saying previously how right now it appears like Bitcoin is repeating itself, where we have this coiling up and then we find support over the middle of the coil and bounce up in this bullish megaphone. Well, we have a little bit of a coil right here, found support on it, and then we have the start of a bullish megaphone, but we're right at the bottom of that. So again, this is something where we kind of need to watch and see where it's going to go. But based on this bullish divergence, well, it would seem that the price would go up. Well, up to where? Well, why don't we take a look at this? Assuming we stay in this log growth curve channel, there are 3 price range possibilities for March 28th of 2022. Why March 28th? Well, this is the date based on lengthening cycles outlined by the Colin Talks Crypto Bitcoin Bull Run Index that's saying, hey, March 28th is likely to be the next top. If that were to happen, best case scenario based on this growth curve, we have $110,000 to $165,000. Mild case, which would be this middle line right now, would be about $57,000 to $86,000, and worst case would be $30,000 to $45,000 Bitcoin. But so somewhere between $30,000 and $165,000. Either way, not too far from where we are now. The bottom side doesn't look that far down. The upside is a bit higher than expected. Not as high as some people want, and maybe we'll have a blow off top. Maybe it'll even go to 250, but who knows? Because it all comes down to this: hodling. It's a simple thing, but it's not easy. It's simple, not easy. So what people think it's like to hodl is just, hey, just wait. I mean, literally, if we go 10 years into the future, I think Bitcoin's going to be doing pretty good. But the thing is, it's quite a bumpy road. What it's actually like to hodl, a lot of ups and downs and not fun stuff and really difficult, and it's painful. But in the end, when you look back, it's worth it. So that being said, while the short-term the short-term view for Bitcoin may or may not be great, is kind of dependent upon the scenario. The long-term outlook on some of the soundest money we've ever known, it looks pretty darn good. So guys, if you did enjoy that, make sure to like, subscribe, click the notification bell. I'll catch you guys later. Have a good one. Peace.